Hey guys, this is Ivan with OverlookeDENT, and in today's video we're working on a nano carrot, potato, and wheat farm. Bam! Alright, so this is the nano farm, super tiny. We've got 3 dispensers, one here, here, some farmland, some water, some redstone comparator, and that's about it. So, I'm in survival right now. Now, one thing is, there's the animation, guys. There's the animation of like quickly planting something, and it doesn't always seem to show up correctly. The best way to do it is to kind of hold down your left trigger right here and then bring it up as you're still holding it, okay? Let me show you guys something real quick. Let's get some seeds, for example. You see this hitbox right here? There's a hitbox. See that line right there? Basically, like right here is a sweet spot for it, okay? So let's work around that. Now, this does take a lot of bone meal, but keep in mind that it actually doesn't waste the bone meal if the machine is running and there's nothing for it to interact with. So look at that. Bone meal's fine, bone meal's fine, bone meal's fine, okay? Now, ever since they nerfed the bone meal, it does take a lot of bone meal to make things grow, but yeah. So how does this work? The principle of it is that it's too dark in here. There's redstone actually going directly above that dispenser, and that basically block updates it. It becomes a bud switch and it pops out the planted item. So let's go ahead and try it out. We'll turn it on. Oh, if that happens with wheat, bring your seeds back. Get close enough to pick it up. There we go. And all I'm doing is just holding it down. It's just, just doing its thing, Let's turn it off. We've got a good amount of wheat. Let's try it with potatoes. There it is. So I was already holding down the left trigger basically, and then just smoothing it up to kind of this point. And then it does it. You don't have to turn it off to switch items either. So just bring it up. Get your carrot. Come on, pick up carrots. Oh, you want to be problematic carrots? There we go. Just move it around. If it doesn't pick up instantly, move it around and it'll work, guys. It'll work. Once it's going, basically, there's no stopping it. The only thing that'll happen is you'll run out of bone meal. But as you can tell, we've got a ton of carrots, got a ton of wheat, got a ton of potatoes, okay? So let's go ahead and switch over to creative and build this thing. Alright, so your starting point is going to basically be your dirt, okay? So let's go up 2 blocks if you have this whole setup where you're stepping up on it. But the dirt is basically lets you know where everything's going to go. From there on, a half slab here. Now, use of half slabs is super important because you need to have this slab here to kind of block out the majority of the light. So there's that. So let's put a block here, and block here. Dispensers go there, facing towards the dirt, like so. Alright, and right here goes a lever. So let's get that. Let's get us a little handy lever. We don't need you right now. Like so. So from here on, we're going to get some redstone dust going out this way. Oops, I'm sorry. Going out this way. And a comparator like so. Turn it on so that the light is on. Solid block here. Redstone dust, redstone dust, redstone dust. And now we're going to come out like so. And then bring it back in towards the dispensers. Wait, just like that. On the top half of that block. Alright, now super important thing about this, guys, is that the redstone has to go over this dispenser. So the fact that it's going into it is not enough, okay? So make sure that you shift click or crouch click into that dispenser and that it's actually on it. These other ones will activate just fine. And basically we're good to go. Basically, to test it out, just hit it. If the clock is going, then basically you're done. Almost done. Get excited. Alright, so now we just need some half slabs. Oh, it actually won't let me do it there because we're occupying that space. Like that. And then out like so, and then down 1. See that darkness there? We need that darkness. Okay. Now let's get some farmland going. Let's till it. Get your favorite hoe out. Hit it. And we need some water right here, okay? I use signs over there. You can use whatever you want. Just make sure it doesn't flood your redstone and you're good to go. Let's go top half of it. And let's get us a water bucket. Peace out, hoe. You've served your purpose. Alright. And so this will stay nice and farmy. Now we just got to go ahead and fill this up with bone meal. Again, hopefully you guys have, a bone farm, skeleton farm of some kind, because you're gonna need a lot of bone meal. And so basically everything is good to go. All we gotta do is turn it on. Let's get rid of these items, basically the excess items that we have, so we can show you that everything is working. Let's get a single potato. We'll just, you know, go with the potato. And let's switch it, of course, to survival mode. Let's turn it on. And it's going. Alright, so let's say, of course, you're going to need a lot of bone meal, and this here, you know, the dispensers themselves will not support as much as you're going to need. So you're going to have to expand this system. How do you do it? You're going to get yourself some hoppers. You're going to get yourself some chestesses. Basically get a combination of both normal chest and trap chest. And actually, we're going to need us some normal blocks. Okay, so the way that this is set up, it's kind of for everything being as streamlined as possible, okay? But once you start adding the hoppers, that's going to have to change a little bit. So let's kind of come out like so. Let's get rid of this redstone. And now let's bring it around. Why? Because we need this space right here to slap a hopper into it by shift clicking or crouch clicking into it. And then another one into that one. These ones are a lot easier. Just click into those, shift click, crouch click, whatever you want to call it. And then there you go. So now we'll double chest it. So chest, 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 chest. We need a trap chest here. Or you can go with regular chest, but if you want to keep it as condensed as possible, trap chest going in like so, so that they don't, you know, associate with each other. And then of course you fill it up with bone meal. Fill them up with as much bone meal as you can. If you're super awesome, you've hooked up the system to your skeleton farm and your bones are coming down already and whatever, you know. And so then let's go ahead and try it out. There it is. Everything works. Nothing's been broken by it. Fantastic. Well, as always, hope you guys liked the video. Subscribe up top and peace out.